Aloha! Welcome to Fencing Fields. Fencing Fields is a new location in Chapter 5. It's also one of the locations with a mythic weapon, so it's a hot drop almost every game. And to see if I can get some wins and improve at Fortnite, I drop here 100 times. Fasten your seatbelts because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Let's get into game number 1. Game 1 is played in trios with Nickname and Rivers Fall. Rivers and I went to fencing, while Nickname went to Grand Glacier. I land on the main house when someone immediately tries to kill me. I opened a chest and found a striker AR, so I lived. I use a grapple glove to get to the large shop. Rivers was getting attacked, so I helped her out. Aren't I the best teammate? After reviving Rivers, we got attacked. But I'm the best, so he didn't stand a chance. And he delivered the medallion to me. Thanks. After we looted the vault, Rivers and I went on a killing spree. By the time we met up with Nickname, I had 18 kills. We tried attacking a medallion squad, but me and Rivers went down. Don't worry, Nickname clutched up. After picking up Rivers' reboot card, Nickname went into fencing. What did you expect would happen? I handled his killers and rebooted both of them on Loot Island. We claimed Loot Island and I used a launch pad to go to Hazy Hillside and killed a Peter Griffin. We killed a lot more people after that. Rivers and I are pulling up to the final circle when I down a player on my bike. The last person was really low, but I didn't reload my guns, so I beat him to death for the Game 1 win, with 30 kills. Nice. Game 2 Nickname decided to be different again and go to Lavish Lair. As I land, I go to the first floor of the shop and had to gun someone down. I encounter another person and we downed each other. Rivers took too long finding my reboot card and got jumped. Once again, Nickname comes in clutch. After getting rebooted, I go to the underground part of fencing and find out that the vault hasn't been opened. We attack some people outside of fencing and make sure they don't survive. We get attacked by a squad and I down one of them before going down myself. Nickname and Rivers handle the rest. The storm was approaching, but there was a launch pad nearby. Right after we get out of storm, we all died one after another. Game 3 Nickname was the one that died early this time. Rivers and I killed Nisha, looted the vault, and I went straight for Nickname's reboot card. I made it to Nickname's card with 30 seconds left. Rivers reboots Nickname and he goes into fencing for loot. Rivers and I were in a car driving past ruined reels when I saw someone's footsteps for a split second. I made sure they didn't see the final circle. We didn't make it either. Game 4, Rivers and I were alone in fencing. After looting the vault, I got jumped by a squad. Rivers died right after me. Nickname rebooted us and we started getting loot. The team that killed us before came back and killed us again. Game 5, all three of us dropped at fencing. It was the worst game yet. Game 6, we died early again. Nickname couldn't get my card in time, and he perished. Now we're in Squads Game 7 with Nickname, Blue Sapphire and Jealous Vol. We all landed at fencing and went straight to work. There were about 38 billion people outside of fencing, but Vol and I handled it. We went from killing to killing some more. Believe me, the bloodbath never ends. We claim a cache and get attacked by a team. Vol goes into rush and I go with him to back him up. As we approach the team, Blue gets sniped. Vol and I jump an enemy and down him. As his teammates show up, Vol goes down, but not before downing a player. We down another one as the last one runs away. Skipping ahead, we are running around when we get jumped by a team, but they went down easy. After killing that team, we hear a reboot van and make our move. The rebooter runs away and the rebooted are killed by me. Final circle, it's a 4 versus 1. We find the last person and gun him down for the win. Game 8, Vol perished and now we have Salty Mold, and he went to Lavish Lair. Nickname went AFK and almost got packed up by the henchmen. I left fencing to start my daily killing spree. We meet up at the small island next to Ruined where there is a squad. We killed a few of them, but Salty went down. Nickname and Blue tried to revive him in the open, but they got gunned down. I tried to revive them, but there were 3 people on me. I wasn't gonna make it. Game 9, I started recording late and Salty and Nickname are already dead. Blue and I just watch as their reboot cards expire. We loot the entirety of fencing and kill as many people as we can. We go to Loot Island and get attacked by a team. As I down, one of them Blue goes down, but I revived him. We downed 2 more people, but the last one barely lived. Game 10, I downed someone and barely survived. I get some shields and go fight the boss. Once Nisha dies, Blue picks up the gun while down. Best believe we weren't reviving him until I got the AR. He dropped it and we revived him. He died immediately after. I heard a zipline and went to go get some more kills. I just ended up dying, but I wasn't the only one. Game 11. Nothing interesting happened, so I'm skipping ahead. 31 people left and nickname goes down. Salty goes down right after. I'm trying to kill the person by nickname's reboot card, but they snipe me. Blue tries to save me but gets gunned down. Game 12 is the first solo game of the 100 drops. It doesn't go well. Game 13 is worse. I was actually able to get a kill on game 14. That was it. Game 15 is horrendous. I was actually able to survive for longer on game 16. I still died in fencing. I died early again on game 17. I can't even say anything funny about game 18. Game 19. I changed my skin. It didn't help. Game 20 is literally a minute long. You might think I'm joking, but I'm being serious. I don't die instantly on game 21. Fencing was pretty empty this game. I killed Nisha and opened the vault. The forecast tower nearby was active and the keycard was nearby, so I went to grab it. I had to kill some people to get it. Skipping ahead, final circle. It's a 1v1 and the last person in the game is on top of a mountain. He had to rotate towards me, so I just had to play the waiting game. We both did a lot of damage to each other, and I hid behind a tree. He got me low, but the almighty tree was the only thing I needed to win the game. Game 22, I'm in trios with nickname and Blue. After Blue and I killed Nisha, we were attacked. Blue went down, but I survived. I snuck around and grabbed his reboot card. I decided not to reboot Blue in fencing, as I'm going to ruin to reboot him. Nickname goes down. After rebooting Blue, I go for nickname's card. On the way back, Blue dies again. I reboot nickname and he goes into Storm to grab his loot, but he ends up going down. This hooligan is so half-witted. I tried to reboot Blue again, but I get attacked by the team that killed nickname the first time. Safe to say I was carrying that game. Game 23 is Blue and I are looting the vault. We are attacked. I killed the first one and Blue killed the next. We left to go challenge the rest of them, but I wasn't familiar with their game and I almost went down. Blue tried to fight them, but went down himself. I revived him and tried to get us as much shield as possible. The other team attacked and I went down. Blue revives me and we are literally stuck inside of the vault. They pushed us and we didn't make it. Just as we die, nickname shows up and gets gunned down immediately. Game 24 nickname died early. Then Blue and I got jumped. Game 25, the three of us landed together and made it out of fencing. We made it to Pleasant Piazza and just messed around until the circle moved. In the final circle, we encountered a full trio with snipers. It didn't go well. Game 26, we're back in solos, and I died early again. Game 27, I got 2 kills and died. Game 28 starts with a very close encounter, but luckily my sneaking is level 100, so I lived. I made it out of fencing and went to the forecast tower. A person there tried to get away, but I made sure it didn't happen. Skipping ahead after I killed someone and went to go loot their body, I picked up Montague's AR thinking it was Valeria's SMG. I didn't realize this until I was in a gunfight and I switched to it thinking it was the SMG. It almost got me killed. I found the last person and sprayed them down for the W. Game 29 didn't go nearly as well. I died enough times to do this. Game 34, I watched a scuffle between 2 players and gave the winner a mouthful of lead. He ran away, but I made sure he got his prize. After killing a Harley Quinn at the house northeast from fencing, I decide to start hiding. I make my way to Reckless Railway and barely killed a drift with Valera's medallion. I went to the cemetery and hired Metalmouth. A person pulled up and I was able to kill them, but their NPC teammate exploded as they died, killing me. Game 35 was a quick death. Game 36, I fought my way out of fencing just to get sniped in the head. Game 37, I got embarrassed by Spider-Man. Games 38 and 39 were just bad. Game 40, I opened the vault, but didn't make it much farther. Game 41, I started recording late. It doesn't matter, I died. Game 42 was my first time using the EMP stealth camo. This item was really fun to me and a cool addition to the game. The entire game was just me sneaking up on people and doing solid snake impressions. I'm getting chased down by someone and we run around this house until my stealth camo recharges so I can run away. After killing someone, I go into the storm to get their loot, and it almost killed me, so I had to resort to eating produce. I also hired Metal Mouth again. Final circle, and I just found the last person in the game. While Metal Mouth is shooting at him, I'm sneaking behind him with the stealth camo. The storm overtakes us for a moment when I crack his shield. I take the opportunity and rush them for the game-ending kill. Back in squads again for game 43. The squad was split up this game with me and Blue going to fencing and nickname and Rivers going to lavish. We grouped up and went to Loot Island. Skipping ahead to the final circle, we encountered the final squad and nickname went down. I challenged someone else and got them extremely low, but went down. Blue showed up to handle them, but the storm killed them for the back-to-back wins. Game 44, there were 82 billion people at fencing. Blue died early, and I got jumped by the giant chicken from Family Guy. Rivers was able to get our reboot cards, but nickname died. Rivers rebooted Blue and we went straight for nickname's card. But as soon as I started to thrive, I was gunned down. Somehow, Rivers and Blue were able to revive me, but it really didn't matter. Game 45 was a very funny game. Nickname died early, but Rivers got his card. Not long after, Rivers went down herself. Blue went to go grab her card, and I killed people like any functioning member of society. Blue grabbed Rivers' card but went down. So instead of reviving my other dead teammates, I went to go get Blue's reboot card. I was successful. Now this is where the game gets fun. I decide to not revive the rest of my team and try to win the game as a solo. I had several opportunities to reboot them, but I was already dedicated to the bit and didn't. I snuck and hid my way to the final circle, where I almost immediately got spotted by the final team. I did some good damage on one of them, but another snuck up on me and took me down. We probably would have won that if I didn't try to be funny. After that game, my friends decided I was too chaotic and all left. So we're back in solo for game 46, and I'm already dying again. Game 47, I got double teamed and died early. Game 48, I almost died instantly. Later, I was trying to do a challenge to get damage with the grapple glove and it got me killed. Game 49, I learned the EMP stealth camo is actually trash. And game 50 is already over. Epic. Game 51, I made it out of fencing with the mythic. I was trying to complete a challenge to get sniper damage, and it got me killed. Game 52 was another quick death. Game 53, I got my sniper damage challenge done. This was the game where I found the Underground's base. It was pretty cool, but that was all I did. Game 54, I got 100th place. I'm terrible. Whoa, look at my cool editing trick. Game 59, I was just finding out that the paper on Spawn Island moves when you walk through it. That was literally it. Game 60, I didn't die in the first 3 seconds of the game. I didn't get to leave fencing, but it's improvement. I'm terrible at the video game. Game 63, I was able to open the vault, but I still died in fencing. Game 64, I killed 3 people and died going for the 4th. Game 65, I don't die immediately. I killed 2 people in fencing and hid until the circle moved. Once the circle moved, I went for a forecast tower and hid some more. Someone showed up, but I defended my property. The circle moved again, and before I left, I hired Mecha Team Shadow. I found a bush and did even more hiding. Hey, you might cringe at this gameplay, but I won this game, so eat that. Game 66 was about the same as the last one. I got Nisha's rifle and hid until the circle moved. I went back to the train station and hired my old friend Mecha Team Shadow on top of a mountain, and the storm is moving. And I decided to shoot at people. I got really low and tried to get away, but he killed me. I really fumbled the back-to-back. I go straight back to dying in game 67. Game 68, 69, 70, 71. And game 72. Game 73, I'm doing some more hiding. As I'm hiding, my business turret gets a kill. I was trying to kill someone that had much better aim than me. I stood no chance. Game 74 I hid even more because I fear confrontation. And now you know why. Back to my old ways in Game 75. I think I can skip ahead for Game 76. You should just always assume I hid. As soon as I tried to leave fencing, I almost died, but pulled through. In the final circle, as I get this nice double kill, it becomes a 1 versus 1. As the last person approached me, I miss all of my shots. As Storm moves, I realize that they have me beat in terms of mobility. As I exit the Storm, they ambush me, and due to my low health, I died. I made it farther than I usually do on Game 77. I didn't make it nearly as far on Game 78. I'm still very bad. Game 83, I died while trying to fight Nisha. Game 84 was just bad. Game 85, literally nothing happened and I died to Freezer. Game 86, I missed my shotgun shot and perished. Game 87, I was trailing this player, but I had to stop and get a new car. I went into Reckless and found out the Valeria was still alive. I tried to kill her, but I got chased down by a player. Game 88 was bad. Game 89 was worse. Game 90, I found a bike and made my way to Hazy Hillside. I drove past someone and they shot one of my wheels. I made my way to the top of a mountain and realized that it was a terrible idea going up there. It was way too hectic and I ran away and hid in a car. In the final circle, I was attacked by someone and he was killed by the only other person in the game. And due to my low health, I died as well. Game 91 is over. Game 92 is over now too. Game 93 is worse than the last two. Game 94 was a little better, but still bad. Game 95, I thought I made it behind that wall. Game 96 was the best game in a while, but I still died in fencing. Game 97 was in squads with Nickname, Salty, and Shield Hero. We all dropped at different locations. Nickname went to Grand Glacier. Salty went to Lavish Lair. Hero went to Reckless Railways. And you already know where I'm going. I decided to leave because I didn't want to get jumped by a full team. It happened anyways. I made it to Reckless and helped Hero kill a squad. This was the first time I got to use one of the TMNT mythics. I got Mikey's nunchucks. Later on, Salty and Hero died. I went in on a drift board and got Hero's reboot card but missed Salty's. And I went down. Nickname rebooted Hero but died shortly after. Hero was able to get nicknames and my cards but died to Storm trying to reboot us. And the game ended right as he died. Game 98 was started about the same as the last. Hero, Salty, and I were in Reckless when we got attacked. None of us made it. Nickname collected our cards and revived us. Later, we found a squad and tried to use a pincer maneuver. It didn't work. Game 99, I got into a scuffle and barely made it out alive. Salty and Hero died and I went for their reboot cards. It got me killed. Nickname came in clutch yet again and revived us. As we get attacked again, Salty's game crashes. We somehow made it to the final circle. Hero went down and Nickname followed. I tried to clutch up, but it was a 1v4, so I wasn't gonna make it. We're back in solos for game 100. I decided to drop in as Nisha because it just makes sense. These 100 drops have been very chaotic and filled with death. Lots of death. This game started like normal and I made it to the end game. I went through a sewer grate and found the turtle's lair and chilled with Master Splinter. I left the lair and found someone that just got done getting a kill. What I didn't realize is that they had excellent aim and killed me. That's the end of the drops. Fencing Fields was a location I didn't think I was going to like as much as I did, but dropping here 100 times made this place one of my favorites. Niche Isaiah was quite a baller weapon, and I wished Epic didn't nerf medallions in the way they did because they were really cool items. Well, that's it for me. Stay on the lookout for more content I make. Peace out.